If humans have the superpower, what do you think we'll all try to avoid? Let me tell you, we'll all try to avoid pressure, uncertainty, and chaos. Every one of us will at least run away from that. But the bad news is that all of us are going to experience this. All of us. All of us are going to experience pressure at some point. We're all going to experience tension. We're all going to experience uncertainty and pressure. Why is it like this? It's because that's how life is meant to be. Now, the good news is that these also are the tools or the circumstances or the situations that pushes us to become better versions of ourselves. As a leader of an organization, or you're just starting something, you're just building something, let me congratulate you in advance when you begin to see these things happening to you. When suddenly the vision you always had, the power that you think you had, is suddenly beginning to experience a certain form of tension. Congratulations, because now you are at the point where you are going to make the best of the vision that God has given you. This is now your chance to become better, or this is now the time that you're going to lose everything. This is completely dependent on the understanding of how leadership proceeds, on how we move from one point to another, from here to there. Now, if you have ever experienced something beautiful in your life, think about it. What was it that led to it? If you've ever experienced something of notable achievement, think about the process. How was it? How did you come to this point? If you think about it, you'll see that it wasn't some great ride that took you there. It was a roller coaster. It was more than just something that you anticipated. It was something that pushed you, and then you took advantage of that, and that was what made you who you are. And these are the things that when we look back in our lives, we are grateful for. There is no one who has used this pressure, uncertainty, and chaos in the right way and ended up regretting. So, congratulations. Now, if you're setting the big goals, if you're highlighting the big vision, if you're doing the things that matter, chances are that someone else will not get it. Someone else will freak out. Someone else is used to send emails, do this, and now you're saying, well, you're no longer going to be sending emails. Maybe somebody is just used to creating meetings. Maybe someone is just used to hosting meetings, and suddenly there is change. Now, change is this single force that makes us or introduces us to the potentials to experience uncertainty and chaos and pressure. Whenever change comes, everybody is afraid. Everybody is thinking, oh, that means I'll have to change my routine. I'll have to change how I look at things. I'll have to change everything that I have known because I am trying to embrace something new. And the issue is not the new vision. The issue is not the new goal. The issue is not the new idea. The issue is how does that affect me as a person? That is what everybody asks. And that is why some people run away. Some people dull away. Some people are frightened. So what do you do as a leader? First, you understand that if you are leading people, it is natural for them to feel this way because you too have felt it, right? So why are you so angry with people? Because they have been their natural selves. When uncertainty comes, when pressure comes, what you're supposed to do is understand that yes, they are being normal, they are being natural. And the only thing you need to do is to give people time to come around. Give people time to come around. How do you do that? Now, as much as possible, start by ensuring that you reduce surprises. Surprises are the things that make people to be frightened. Now, I know that you love it when you surprise your girlfriend with a birthday package or even the proposal for marriage. But in organization, surprises do not work well. Leaders do not want to be surprised. At the same time, followers do not for any reason want to be surprised. Believe me. If you want to take a decision, a major decision that is supposed to change the organization, change the trajectory, take out time to explain to people as much as possible. Take out time to tell people this is what is going to be. Organize the meetings, explain to them why this should work and why this wouldn't. When we were taking our decision to move from just a corporate organization in the development sector to an organization that will begin to build in the educational tech sector, I took out time to explain to the team in meetings, this is why it's important. We are doing this because people could relate to this better. We are doing this because we can easily scale this product. We are doing this because this will attract better opportunities to us. And guess what? Some understood immediately. And guess what again? Others did not. So what happened? Did I freak out? No, I did not. Because I know that everybody else would come around eventually. But how do people come around? First of all, give them time. Time to think about it. But while they are thinking about it, ensure that you go ahead. Because a leader don't wait for people to understand. Because while there are people who quickly get it, there are people who wait until this vision begins to produce results before they hop in. They'll be like, okay. So first, there are early adopters. They just love the sound of the vision. They just want it to happen. But then there are people who are laggards. They want to see this thing is saying, are we sure this is not going to change everything we have known, everything about us, everything that we have believed? So a leader will have to ensure that this vision is workable. And if it's workable, it should begin to produce some kind of results. It should begin to attract some form of opportunities. And immediately it begins to produce results. Some people will hop in. They will hop in the bus and begin to follow. They'll say, oh, this thing is good after all. But does that mean everybody is going to hop in? No. People will still not get it. Everybody will not be in the bus at the same time. And that is why it is your responsibility to keep discussing the vision, keep explaining to everyone why what we are doing here matters, and keep displaying the results. This is where we were before. When we started this is what it's giving us. So people get to hop in, people get to understand, and they'll be like, okay, this change is not here to destroy us. This change is here to build us to a more relatable solution providers. And if you can do this, you're taking a step to becoming a better leader. Now, leadership is not some fancy tale. If it were, everybody would have been a leader. But the most beautiful thing about leadership is that it can be managed, it can be taught, and it can be learned. Now, this is your time and this is your chance to learn about uncertainty. This is your time to learn about chaos, and this is your time to learn about pressure. But before you do that, you must go ahead and make that decision that you're afraid of.